Writing a book can be extremely challenging. Think about it. Like, how do you know what to include? How do you know what not to include? I know when writing my very first book, Quick Tips for Busy Women, I wanted to give my readers everything that they came for. I wanted to give them productivity hacks and tips in every area of their life. And eventually that overwhelmed me. I didn't even know where to begin. I mean, I had this great idea. I had this wonderful book, but I had absolutely no clue where to begin. So as I started digging deep, I ended up coming across a group of entrepreneurs that used a napkin strategy approach to create a business plan. Now, the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, if you can write a business plan on a napkin, I sure could lay out my book on a napkin. And that's when I decided to adopt my napkinify book writing strategy. Now, if you're like, Dr. Nicole, I'm here to figure out how to write a book. I don't want to know about no napkin because I don't know what that has to do with the book. Hold tight because I'm going to explain it. Simply put, the napkinify strategy is basically simplifying the organization, the outlining, and the content structure of your book. And basically how it works is I want you to imagine that you are at your favorite restaurant with your closest friend, your spouse, or somebody that really means a lot to you. And they've heard through the grapevine that you're getting ready to launch or write a book. And they want to know more. They're excited, they're pumped up, and they're sitting there, and they want you to tell them what this book is about and what this book includes. So you decide that you're going to pull out a napkin from underneath your drink, one of those little square drink napkins, and write out what your book would include. Thinking of that scenario and playing that scenario out, what would you include and write on that napkin? Now remember, you only have so much space on that napkin, and you only have so much space on that napkin. What I mean by that is you can't overwhelm them with too much content, and you can't underwhelm them with too little content. That's exactly how you approach the book writing process. So what you would include on this napkin would be the most pressing content that you want to include in your book, which is also the most important content that you need to focus on. That way, as the writer, you're not trying to pull content from everywhere. You're not trying to avoid certain content, but you're giving the right amount of content to your readers. The best part about the napkinify strategy is not only can you use it for the outlining process, you can use it when it's time to actually publish your book. When people come to you and they're like, tell me more about your book. What can I expect from it? What can I learn? That little napkin serves as a guide to let your ideal readers, your current readers or future reader or potential reader understand what they can gauge or learn or expect from reading and purchasing your book. So what I'm going to challenge you to do today is I'm going to challenge you to play out that scenario, right? Because we often think that writing the book has to be so complex, has to be so difficult, has to be so overwhelming, but it doesn't need to be. So I'm going to ask for you to play out this scenario. Sit down maybe at today's dinner with your kids or your spouse, or go to dinner with your best friend for real, and write out what someone could expect from your book. And then I want you to begin to write from that place. Don't write from this place of having to please everybody and having to address everything. Don't write from the place of I have no content and nothing to write from, but write from the place of I'm talking to my best friend, and this is the advice, this is the structure, these are the important pieces that I would share with her as well. If you're looking for more tools to jumpstart your author journey, then I have just the thing for you. If you use the link below, you can sign up for my totally free Aspiring Author Jumpstart Guide. Basically, you're going to jumpstart your aspiring author journey. You're going to learn how to not only organize your writing, you're going to learn how to make time for your writing, and you're going to learn how to show up for your goals. So use the link below, sign up, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.